Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So I thought I would just sit down and have a little bit of a catch up with you all, a little bit of a chat and fill you in on a few things that have been happening, a few little updates. Luca is napping right now. He usually naps for about an hour and a half. Amelia and Matteo are finally back at school and kindergarten. Matteo is a Vorschulkind now, which means this is his last year of kindergarten before he starts school. So he is very excited and proud to be a Vorschulkind. And Amelia is in 4th grade, so this is the last year of primary school before she moves on to a different school. So we finally have a little bit more normality after our huge New Zealand adventure, and it feels nice just to get back into the groove of life. So before I left for New Zealand, I know that I did mention I was hoping to stay longer in New Zealand. We had only planned to go for a month, and this was because Rob only had 4 weeks left of his holidays, of his annual leave, and Amelia, I just didn't want her to go straight back to school after coming back from New Zealand. I thought she needed at least a week and a half to recover from jet lag and everything, which turned out to be, you know, a good decision because it definitely takes a while to get back in the swing of things after a massive trip like that. So we did pay a little bit extra to book flexible tickets where we could change our dates if we needed to, and I was thinking maybe I would stay on a little bit longer with Luca and possibly Matteo, and Amelia and Rob could fly back together. I'd waited so many years to actually finally be able to make it to New Zealand, and it seemed like such a shame to go back after 4 weeks when I could potentially stay for longer. But I decided not to in the end. I decided just to stay for the 4 weeks and go back with the whole family at the end of those 4 weeks. I know it was a shame, but I definitely had my reasons for going back early, you could say. It was nothing to do with not enjoying New Zealand. I would have loved to have been able to stay an extra month if I could. The truth is, I just did not want to be flying on my own with 2 kids, with Matteo and Luca, without Rob. We had a very stressful trip over to New Zealand, as I've mentioned in previous videos, and the thought of flying with my 2 youngest boys, it just absolutely stressed me out to the max. If any of you have done the trip from Europe to New Zealand or Australia, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It is very, very exhausting, and we had quite a few stopovers, well, a couple of stopovers, and it's just not easy. Luca was on my lap the whole time on the way there. We didn't get a separate seat for him. I just couldn't imagine doing that huge trip on my own with Luca sitting on my lap the whole time, and you know, all of the waiting rounds in the airport, and you know, lining up and Matteo running off and that kind of thing. I don't think I could have managed it. I have actually flown on my own, well, with Amelia, just with Amelia, to New Zealand when she was 2, which was, you know, stressful enough, but that was just with one child, and she had her own seat. And I did manage that, but I don't know what it was about this trip. Also, an update on our lost luggage. So many of you have been asking whether we have been reunited with our luggage. If you haven't heard the whole lost luggage drama, then I will link the video in my description. First, I just want to thank all of you who took your time to reach out to me and offer me tips and advice on this whole disastrous situation. So many of your tips and advice were extremely helpful, so thank you so much. So the update on that, I still do not have my suitcase back, but everyone else does. I'm so incredibly happy that all of the kids and Rob have their suitcases back. That was amazing. I didn't think they would get them back. I'm just really gutted, you could say, about mine. It's been over 2 weeks and I haven't had any updates. I have a little bit more hope this time, considering everything has returned back apart from mine. So as I've already talked about, Rob got his suitcase back not long after we arrived back in Germany, which was amazing. And I think when I made that video, it had been over a week and we hadn't heard anything else about the other suitcases, or we hadn't had any updates. Luckily, not long after I made that video, we received notification saying that the remaining 2 suitcases had been found and they were being couriered to us, and they did arrive on the date that they said they would arrive. So right now I'm just waiting on mine. I do have hope that it will turn up, considering they all came one by one apart from mine. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. It's still super annoying. I don't have all of my favorite clothes and all of the items that were in the suitcase. It's super frustrating. But I have to say, I am incredibly grateful. My wonderful partners over at Cupshe have kindly sent me a whole bunch of really lovely clothes, which should sort of tie me over for this next month while I'm waiting for my suitcase to arrive. If it doesn't arrive, I will have to go out and buy everything new, but I do still have hope. And so I was just absolutely over the moon to receive these clothes. I was able to pick out the clothing items that I wanted, and they also threw in some bonus clothing items, like surprise items, which was just so kind of them. Cupshe is an amazing company. I've worked with them many times, and they don't only have absolutely gorgeous swimwear, but they also have some really nice clothing items. So I thought, do you know what, I am going to try on all of the clothes that Cupshe sent to me. You guys can let me know what you think, whether you like them, whether you don't. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comment section below. I love doing these little fashion shows, so I thought it would be a nice end to this video. So this one here is actually a ribbed bodysuit, and it's in a sandy beigey kind of color. I absolutely love this bodysuit. The quality is amazing. It's so comfortable. So here's a close-up look at the fabric. It is such lovely quality. It's very soft. It's nice and thick, and it's not see-through. One thing I love about bodysuits is that they give you a really nice smooth line. You don't have any bunching going on, and I think they look amazing with high-waisted jeans or skirts. I wear a lot of high-waisted jeans, whether they are mum jeans or wide-leg jeans. I just love the high-waisted look. So when I saw this jean jacket on the Cupshe website, I had to get it. I love it. I love the acid wash. I love that it is oversized. So many of the items I chose were oversized, but I just love that look, especially if you pair it with something a little bit more fitted. This is what it looks like close up. It's just a very basic jean jacket, but I love the wash, and it's very comfortable, and I'm so happy with this one. I'm gonna get so much wear out of it. So next up is this cream sort of sand colored oversized blazer, and I love this. I have actually never owned an oversized blazer before, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but I really do like it. It is very lightweight fabric. I wasn't expecting the fabric to be this lightweight. I thought it was going to be a little bit thicker, but I like it. It's perfect for the kind of in-between weather, so perfect for autumn. I think blazers just have a way of instantly elevating your look. You just look a little bit more polished when you're wearing a blazer. This one here doesn't actually have shoulder pads. A lot of them do have shoulder pads, and I like that it doesn't have shoulder pads because I always end up picking them out. So next up is this cropped hoodie, and it's in this really gorgeous kind of light soft green color, and this is actually not something I would normally pick, but I really like it. It is so comfortable. I think it looks really cool. This is the sort of hoodie that you could just throw on if you're having one of those lazy days but you still want to look cute. The fabric is actually a lot softer and nicer than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be really thick, but it's a little bit thinner than I thought it would be, which is a good thing because it's just really comfortable, but it's gonna keep me warm, and I know that Amelia, when she sees this, she is going to want to steal it, and it's probably not gonna fit her, but she'll try and steal it anyway. So next up is another ribbed bodysuit, and this one, oh my goodness, I love it. I love the color. It's kind of like this deep sort of berry red pink color, and it is gorgeous. It's a very similar fit and fabric to the other sort of creamy sandy color bodysuit, and it just fits perfectly. It is so flattering. Once again, bodysuits are amazing because they give you this nice smooth line. You don't have anything bunching up. It is so nice. It fits like a glove. So here's a close-up. It's this beautiful ribbed texture, and I love the detailing here. I think it just makes the top so flattering. It kind of comes in, the stitching comes in sort of like this, and it gives the illusion of a really tiny waist. Next up was actually a little bit of a bonus item. I had no idea I was getting this skirt, but the lovely team at Cupshe thought that I might like it, and they just threw it in as a little bit of a surprise, and I love it. So it's this really gorgeous floral fabric with a black background, and it's just a very, very nice fit. It flows really nicely, very, very comfortable, and I think it looks great with this bodysuit. I think the colors just go so beautifully together. So that worked out really, really well. So thank you so much, Cupshe, for throwing in this little bonus item. Okay guys, so last but not least, another bonus item from Cupshe. Oh my goodness, I feel so spoiled. I have to admit, this is very out of my comfort zone, but I really like it. It is something very different to what I would normally wear, but I think it is such a beautiful, classy dress. I'll give you a closer look because the material really is gorgeous. It's kind of like this linen. I think it's a mix between linen and cotton. I love that it crosses over, it cinches in at the waist. It's got this elastic detailing at the back here and really kind of balloony sleeves. What can I say? It's such a lovely, classy looking dress. Not one that I would have picked out, but one that I'm so pleased that I have now, and I will be wearing this. I think that this would look really nice with a little fitted jacket, maybe a little jean jacket or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I really like that combination of classic and edgy, so I think a little leather jacket might look really nice. So anyway guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Luca will be waking up from his nap very soon. I have to go and pick Mateo up from kindergarten. Amelia will be coming home from school, and we have a busy afternoon. If you're interested in checking out any of the clothing items that I featured in this video, I have a Cupshe discount code that you can use on their website, and that will give you 15% off your purchase if you spend 70 euros or more. I'm keeping my fingers firmly crossed that I receive my suitcase sometime soon. It's so frustrating, but I do have a little bit of hope considering we received all of our other luggage. So hopefully my suitcase is not too far behind everyone else's. I'll keep you updated on that. Thank you so much for watching guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I would love you to consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Feel free to connect with me on Instagram, and I will see you again really soon. Bye!